Okay, so now we're getting into more advanced but still equally fun techniques for making animations. In the last videos we showed you how to make poses, and then we did frame by frame animations. Now this method is kind of a combination of the two. It's called motion tracing, and it's really popular in the MMD communities, the Miku Miku dance stuff. That's how a lot of the people in there get dances to look like they've been motion captured without having to actually use a motion capture, or how you get popular dances made when you can't dance for beans. So basically what you're doing is you're importing a video into Blender, and you're going frame by frame and copying the motion, the pose that the person is making in that frame. And you scrub through a few more frames forward, you make the next pose, and then you just correct whatever looks wonky and you get an animation. So I'm prepared, when the cooking shows, when they already bake a cake for you in advance and show you, like, this is what we're going to be making. Well, I'm going to do the same thing here. This is what we're going to be doing. I use Sindel's How to Kitty move, so because it's short and it's hilarious, so I felt like it'd be a good example. So this is what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to start the animation from the beginning, and I'm going to move my skeleton off, because apparently the skeleton is one of the things that weighs your computer down even more. Look, it's not even buzzing. Cool, huh? Alright, so ready? Everything's set. Let's press play. So yeah, I'm going to zoom out so you can see that angle, and bang. So you see, I was able to copy the animation from this video to there. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. And one more time. Oh, okay. Now, every time somebody asks me how to make a mesh head in Bento, just imagine me doing that, because I'm a classic avatar. I don't wear mesh heads, so I don't know how they work. So think about that next time people ask me how to make a mesh head or how to rig a head in Blender. Alright, now what I'm going to do. Alright, so fun stuff over. Let's get into the actual tutorial. What we're going to need to do is go on to YouTube and prep our stuff. So I'm going to go and open up a previous let's start building this environment so you two can follow along. First thing we need to do is get a reference video. I used YouTube, because that's where else do you go to get videos, as the reference. So let's go on here and I'll show you how to download your video off of YouTube and get it going so you can put it in here. So I'm going to open up my YouTube, which is already open to a really cool channel. And I'm going to go to my history. And we're just going to look around for whatever video that you want to use. Here's the How to Kitty video if you want to. So thank you, Mortal Kombat Secrets, for this video. They're awesome. Once you find the video that you use, I use 4K Downloader to download it. That's the program I gave you when I said you can download my videos if you wanted to. I think the description should be in the link below, and the link should be in the description, so check it out. So how do you use this? You just copy the URL, go to the 4K video downloader. If you're going to be downloading a lot of videos, I say enable smart mode and have it save in MP4 format, and hit OK. And then you just push paste link, and it's going to download the video. But since I already have it, there's no need for me to download the video twice. So we have this already downloaded. So we're going to jump back into Blender. Blender. There it is, right here. And I'm going to create a new environment so we can start over fresh. We can break Ruth's neck instead of breaking Zero's neck. So when you start over in your new environment, we're going to need to first put in our Avastar. So just go to add Avastar. It doesn't matter, quads or triangles, it's all the same. So wait for it. Alright, I'm turning my screencast on because I know you guys like to see what I'm doing. Text. Alright, so we have on layer 1 our Avastar. So we're going to go to layer 2 and we're going to add an empty. So you press Shift A and you go to empty and then an image, and then a little square will pop up. Jeez, I'm getting pop-ups all over the place today. Alright, so you have this little empty square here. That's cool, don't worry about it. So we're going to turn our attention over here to the right side of the screen. Let's make it a little bit bigger so you can see. And you're going to push this little try thing right here, this little box. I'm not sure, what do you call this? But it's the data tab for the empty. And when you pick it, you'll just see it says image and open. So what you want to do is just press open and navigate to where you saved your video. For me, it's on my desktop. And I'm going to look for Mortal Kombat Sindel Haruki. Well, I think Melina might actually be faster. But Sindel has more educational value, so I'll go with that one. So once you do, you'll see that the video is down here and it's on the floor. We're just going to use this transformer manipulator to rotate it upward. So just better than remembering R and something. Then we're going to press S and scale it and make it pretty big. Now, even if I use the scaler thing, the manipulator, I never get things to come up straight. And then if I use direct translations to make it straight, I always feel like it's crooked, and then I make it crooked anyway. So as long as it's upward so you can see it and we're not looking down like this, you're fine. So what we want to do is go click on our picture here, and we want to check a few boxes. First thing we're going to do is we're going to press this button that says match movie length. And then we're going to press this box that says auto refresh. So now when we go down here to our timeline, you'll see when we scale through it, the video moves. Good stuff there, right? Now, let's say you downloaded a long video and you don't have any software or things to cut up the video. So you, let's say we wanted to start the animation maybe to right here for some reason. You can change. Oh yeah, sorry. Let's say we want to start the video. I got lost. Let's say you wanted to start the animation right here, but you don't have video editing software to chop up the video and the parts that you want. You can actually start the animation right here and let this be frame 1 by going to the bottom where it says offset. So let's go back to the first frame here in the video, and we're going to check on the offset, and you just scroll it up to where you want. So now the frame is offset by 52 frames, and when we go to frame 1, this is the frame we start on instead of what we had before. But I want to do the whole animation, so I'm going to put this back to 0 and have it start at the very beginning. What? Alright. I'm enjoying this way too much. Okay, so now that we have our video already, let's hold down Shift and enable, actually, you know what? Yeah, let's hold down Shift and enable our Avastar layer. I'm going to go to the manipulator again. I'm going to push the video back here, and actually I'm going to offset it a little bit to the side because that's going to help us out later on. Another thing we're going to do is create a window over here on the side. And I'm just going to push all of these away because I don't need it. And we're going to pan our camera. Just hold down Shift and hold on your middle mouse. And I'm going to pan it over till it's like focused on the video. Don't really need that anyway. So like this. That way you don't have to go like, am I moving it right? And then try to screen over to this and then this and then that and then that to that. You have like the video right there. I'm not sure, maybe there's an easier way of doing it, but this is the way that I figured out, so it works for me. Alright, so what are we doing now? Now we have to set up our avatar real quick. So we're going to click on the bones, and I'm going to enable my IKs like we did before. So let's go into pose mode, and we're going to check the, open the eye so we can see the IK bones, and we're going to enable them just for the legs, not the arms. And I think that's pretty much it. Nope. One thing we gotta do is register all of our bones. So let's go back to frame 1, frame 0. So snap it over to frame 0. and we're going to press A and select everything. Remove the joint location, remove the rotation limits too. I'm going to check that box. Okay, so now we have press A, select everything. We're going to press I and do the lot rod scale, and that registers all of our bones. And I almost forgot our friend, the dope sheet, so let's create a new window down here and then make a dope sheet. There we go. Now we're all set up and we can start animating and breaking our necks too. So first, now that we have the alright, so what we need to do now is go on to our next frame. So set the frame to 1. So let's go to our frame setting box down here and go 1 frame over. 1 second. Sorry about that. I forgot if I don't close it, it don't work. Close Firefox. I'll still get notifications for the YouTube channel. Okay, so that's just setting up, right? So we're all set up and we can start animating. So we're on frame 1 and we're on frame 1 here on the video. You can cycle forward to see if it still works. Yep. Okay, so frame 1. Now we're just going to do like we did before in the other videos. You ready? Put your training to the test. So first we're going to do is turn our camera slightly at the same angle that the character is standing in on that movie. It makes things a lot easier. I did find that creating a duplicate, like Shift D, I don't know if you can't dupe in that mode, so Shift D. Oh no, it's not what I wanted. Okay, wait, now I broke it. Alright, so creating another Avastar here in the dang window. So I'm going to go back into object mode real quick, and I'm going to create another Avastar. And I'm going to move it over here. And I'm just going to use this one as a height reference to how high she's going to jump up. I'm just going to enable my IKs real quick and have the character squat down. That way we know, like here, G, oops, wrong leg thing, G, C, and then we do the same thing. Just mirror it up from this side. If I can grab the hand, there we go. Oops, I'll leave this for so. Alright, pose, copy pose, paste expose. Alright, so now we can gauge just how high she's gonna jump from having somebody stand there with her. So, alright, that's good enough. It's not pretty, but it ain't gotta be. Alright, so the lady is supposed to be squat down to about boob level. So it's about right here. Alright, now we can focus on our main Sindel, which is here. And we're going to grab her arms, go back into pose mode, and pose her like we see in the video. And because her arms are like there, pose, copy pose, paste X flipped. and her legs are spread kind of apart. So we're going to grab our IKs and move it. And she does have a slight bend. So grab her cog. Wait, is it bent? The problem with this is that Mortal Kombat has such dark textures and dark environments. The person who did the video, although I'm happy they did it, such a clear video, I really wish they would have fought outside or something, you know, where I can see. Alright, so we have her arms down here, just where you think it is. Head going straight. Now we're going to scrub forward or move forward. That's one of those professional terms. Oh shoot, I forgot to press this button here. So I gotta press I, unlock scale, and now I do the same thing over here for this guy. You too. Alright. There we go. So now it should work. Now we're gonna scrub forward, and you see to about when she makes a dramatic movement. So let's grab her cog again. G, move her down. Did she shift her leg? Her leg went forward. So grab her leg. Because I got IKs, the whole leg is on this one thing. So push this back a bit. Oops. Touching that guy. You know what I'm going to do real quick? I want to take this person, you know, and move them, all of them, minus my video, to a new layer. So, oops, lost my video. There we go. And then move their bones to a different layer. That way I don't got to keep grabbing them while I'm working. Alright, so that's out of the way. So we're just going to keep posing Sindel. Move her forward. I'm going to take this arm. It's up pretty high. So let's... Oh yeah, one more thing I forgot to tell you. This is going to take a while. So, you best find on YouTube a song that you can loop for a long period of time while you're doing this. Because silence and rigging is like animating is like, nope. I was listening to, what is it, the Living Tombstone's Splatoon song? Blue version, not the red one. The red version gave me a headache. So hand goes back here. And you're going to assume that she's doing the same thing over there with the other one. Because I'm trying to think, like, if it was me, both arms would be in that way. So I'm going to select these bones. And pose, copy, X flip, which is kind of what I was going for anyway. I'm going to straighten her out. And she's looking down. I think her arms are bent a little more. Like her knee is bent a little. Alright, so we're going to go back to frame 1 and we'll see. Let's see. So here, here. I like to, let's see, maybe one more frame where she's bent all the way down. So, grab them legs. And I'm gonna move her arm down. Because she's swinging her arms up like whoop, alley-oop. Great. So let's see how that plays. Alright, so we want to go here. We can zoom in so you can see if it's like, it's a little more dramatic when you zoom in. Alright, so we're gonna force her upward now. So press G, lift her up off the ground. I'm gonna bend her feet. And there's some like bending here. I'm gonna arch her back. Her back. Move her head upwards. I always have to say, the one thing that I would advise you not to do, like, the sky's the limit on pretty much anything you want to animate, but don't get too excited or carried away when you're first starting out. Start small and build your skill up. I mean, I found out about this once I figured out the process. I got super excited and downloaded all these dance videos. I was like, Just Dance and Dance Evolution. I was just downloading all kinds of crazy videos for motions that I wanted to do. And then when I imported it in, and it was like, oh my god, I'm still here doing this. I hated animating. So I don't want you to kill your love for animating before it even starts. Start tracing motions that are small. Like this, for example. Build up your skill and then, you know, do something grand when you get better. Okay, so it's about here, her full arc. So you pull her up like so. Oh, I guess it would help if I grabbed her IKs as well. So grab those too. I don't know if you grab the origin when you do that kind of thing as well. I don't know. Definitely would be something to think about or practice with. She is here. You want to make sure that you're jumping straight. Alright, so spread them legs. Right, 1, 2. How arched do you suppose her back is? Like that, right? And her neck. Alright, so let's see how that came out. I actually think I want to make her a little bit higher. So I think this is the appropriate height for her to be. Make sure you're on the right frame. You don't want to accidentally skip forward. There we go. Alright. Let's see here. Just move her forward a bit. And for the most part, we just rotate it. Our X maybe. Okay, and press RX again, down. Yeah, straighten out her arms. And her legs a little bit. Scrub back. And right here she should be on the ground. Oh, this one still hurts my neck. I hate this frame. My neck is just like, oh. But it's still funny. Oh, gosh. So here, and put her down on the ground. I wish there was an IK for the head so it can crumble up like that, but I don't think there is. And I was way too lazy to watch that video on how to make your own IKs. Might be, I guess, because I never thought I would be crashing down on my head, so there was no need to make a head IK. So I'm going to take my head up here, turn my neck up like this, push my body deeper down into the ground, shoulders, grab my legs, pull them forward, press R and rotate on the X, RX, and luckily my shoulders are still in the right position. So I just gotta move my arms a little bit. Oh, so one leg has to be down a bit. So let's grab this leg, pull it down so you can see her hand back there. It's supposed to be like a hand waving back there, like hello. So let's grab this bone here. And if it's going straight, so like that. And I think that leg is straight. So, alright, so let's scrub back. Press play. Okay, see, there's a problem here. This is why we scrub back. See how my legs are going up in the air, right? All's planned. But my body transitions and my leg goes, oh, I think it's right here. I'm gonna see my head. Problems. This is why I said it was educational, so I can go back here and correct it. Alright, see how in the video, Sindel's head is straight, looking this way, and my head is looking towards us. It's not supposed to. So you would stop where the problem frame is, and you would just go in and correct it and make it match the video. So I'm just going to reset the bones here. Alt R, so there, and then right here with the head. There we go. Like that. And I want to move the arm as well because it's supposed to be bent like this. So that's pretty much it. You know, Blender fills it in. Blender does the work and you just go back in and correct it and make it right. So you don't have to animate every frame by frame. Alrighty. So let's see how that looks when we scrub through it again. That's not right too. See, her back is starting to curve upward. They're ready for that impact. Nope. No bracing yourself while you're falling. You are going to take it head on. So let's straighten out my back again. Put the hands here. Do the same thing. Copy, paste, pose, copy, pose, paste, expose. Alright, so let's try it again. That looks a lot better. So let's play and watch. I think I messed up with her legs. They go like schwink about here, which it should not. So let's fix it. Kind of like that more than anything. Wish I could see. Damn dark environment. What was that? Oh, that arch isn't good. Alright. So that's what happened. I I did a bad art here. So let me see. I wish I knew how to use that grease pencil. Damn. So I'm just using my hand. So she's here. Alright, so this frame is all wrong. Press B and select everything. Yeah, good enough. So, I guess the results depend on how anal you are in this, where how picky you are, and the accuracy of the video. So I'll put this right here. Taking forever. Yeah, this was difficult when I first did it. Alright, so her body has to roll. And we have to push it forward. I knew the second time I did it around it wasn't going to look as pretty as the first one. Should have went with Melina. Nice and easy. Stabbing myself in the brains. But no, I had to be all dramatic and pick some delicate. Alright, so here. Legs go up. Ooh. Sorry, neck. Damn it. I don't know, this is pretty much what's happening. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. It's not looking right. It was like, yeah, it is. Alright, well, let's just put the legs down and correct as we go. Where did her center of gravity go? I lost my cog. Where did that go? Huh. It has disappeared. I have never seen that happen before. I want to be on the ground, but I can't find my dang cog. It's twisted up in here somewhere. Oh, now that looks right. So I will be able to put the butt down some more if I lose that dang bone. Oh, there it is. Her feet are pointing up. It was better on the ground. Okay. Let's take my head in. Yeah, that's about it. So that's it. Let's go back and see how it looks. Okay, that's it. So we're gonna go to our last frame about here. 120. So 120 was the last frame we have, so I turn our end to 120. And if you want to see it at full speed, we can click on our skeleton here and go into object mode and move our skeleton to a different layer, because apparently that legs it up just as much as hair or clothes. So let's go back to the start. Zoom in on our character here. We're going to start on frame 1 instead of frame 0. And I mean, that body fall could be a little smoother, but we've been here for long enough, right? And plus, the one I did before looks a lot better, so I'm gonna keep that one. I mean, we could go in here and edit it a little more. And make it totally accurate. Like, for example, the head shouldn't be going through the floor. So let's enable my skeleton real quick. See what I mean by how picky you are? That depends on how good it comes out. So I gotta grab my head and push it back up here on the surface. Like so. Quite the challenge getting that head up there. Which I think is the whole point of this move anyway. Her head stayed there. I think that might be why they have the camera not in front of her when it's doing it, because her head is also going bananas over there. Yeah. There goes my missing cog bone again. There we go. Hey, what's up with that? She should be on the ground. On the ground with you, wedge. That's what I don't like. This right here. Where the legs just kind of do that. I don't like it. So... Alright, we're almost done. Does it seem like... Alright. We've been here for like an hour. Sorry. I didn't mean for it to go on that long. But I guess that's it. I mean, I already have a version that's better than this, but you guys get the gist of this by now, right? You just scrub through. There we go. That's it. Though there is that little leg part, like right here, it's just like kicking in the air. I don't like, but okay. 105. And then we can just go over here and export. So, yeah, after all of that, let's export our animation. So, go to the render tab, scroll down, everything here is saved. This is a 30 frame animation. Let's just press play. So, this is playing at 20 frames per second. 20. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is a 30 frame animation because it's a 30 frame video. I forgot to tell you about that. If you right click on your YouTube video and you do the thing that says stats for nerds, it tells you how many frames per second is in the video. So it matches up. But Blender's clocking this one about 20 frames. So I think I'll just go with the movie. So about 30 frames. And if not, we'll just change it back to 20. So once we have it here, we're going to switch it over to BVH. And then we're going to export this as Death Drop 3 because I already had Death Drop already. Export animation, desktop, export. Alright, so let's go back into Firestorm. And I'm going to upload it and test it out. Upload mesh. Upload mesh. See what I'm used to doing. Upload animation. Depth drop 3. And put the loop, and we're gonna do the end at 100. Okay. Alright, so let's see. Stop it. Try again. Alright, that's good with me. And then we'll upload it. But I like the other depth drop that I did before. I think this is the good one. No, this is the good one. Nah, that was the one. There you go. So that's how you do a depth drop. It only came out bad in this one because I guess I did it once. You know, when you do something really good once and then you try to do it again and it doesn't come out right. That's at least I think. Alright, so that's it for motion tracing. It takes a while, but the results are pretty good. Even though you don't see it in this video, you can see it in the previous one that I did. So don't let that one discourage you. This is the better of the two. There we go. See? So doing this method can get you some really good results. I hope to see the things that you guys create. And that's pretty much it for making the animations. I'm going to put in some filler animation stuff that I know, only because I want to dump everything that I know about animating and animations into one whole kit. And I don't want to think about it ever again. So I'll see you guys in another video, and hopefully it won't be as long as this one.